Live, we will be speaking to Officer Rowe on rules and regulations on the school's campus.
We will also shine a spotlight on Aiden Brunin for special in sports.
We will finish by going over the importance of being involved. We will cover this and more on this edition of Cedar Springs TV Pro Live. Welcome back. And Hannah, do you agree with the rules throughout the school?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait. Hi. I'm John Mitchell.
Oh, and I'm Hannah Wright, and welcome to CSTV Live, and we'll be back after this short break.
Tired of an old backpack? That's just not good enough. Try this new backpack. Can't be a champion without this backpack. The Hydro Clear water bottle. The only water bottle your Hydro Clear water can stay in.
Welcome back. And Hannah, do you agree with the rules throughout the school?
I do, and I think the rules are also very important because they're put in place for everyone's safety here at Cedar Springs.
I agree. Let's send it down to Kevin, who spoke to Officer Rowe about this issue.
Here at Cedar Springs High School, we take safety and security very seriously. Here's an inside look at what Deputy Rowe has to say about the parking lot, bathrooms, the school, and the favorite thing about his job.
My favorite things with the current position are the interaction with the kids. The SRO position is a super unique position, especially for law enforcement, right? A lot of people look at it as, you got a cop in the school, things are really bad, and it's not necessarily the case. It's more of it's a role of almost like a school dad. You find yourself in different situations and way more of a mentor than you do anything else. So I love it when I have the time to be able to have those interactions rather than having law enforcement things to do. Does that make sense? I get a lot of complaints about driving in the parking lot. A lot of people that live along 17 in front of the parking lot call, and because people are excited to leave, right? And they get super anxious, and then they'll take off. And when you have 1,100 kids trying to leave at one time, it makes it a little congested. So the buses will complain, and there's a lot. And I think just time and patience would go a long way. The high school, probably some of the main problems. Again, a lot of it just refers to, comes down to respect and pride, right? A lot of people don't take pride in this building, and I shouldn't say a lot of people, that's probably not a fair statement, because it's a small percentage. But, writing on the walls, or like one of the bathrooms got egged. Like, who brings eggs, raw eggs, to school anyway? It's unique in a high school, and just take pride. You know what? Hey, it might not be the best building out there, but it's really not a bad building. I've been in some that are way worse. It's a nice building. If we take care of it might last us longer. And pride to be a Red Hawk, right? Like, that's a tough thing, especially if you're not in athletics, because I think people in athletics kind of get that more, that pride of being like, I belong to this team, I belong to the school. So I'm a big proponent of, like, hey, trying to get kids involved in different activities. It doesn't have to be athletics. It can be, like, Cedar's got a lot of different options. So just involved in the school community will help bring that pride. Things, the TikTok challenge that went around a little while ago, like, at first I thought, oh man, we got hit kind of hard early on, and then I think everyone caught on and realized, hey, it got absurd and ridiculous. So I appreciate that. I know vaping is a thing here at the high school. I would ask that you not bring vape products to the school. The school's taken a pretty strong stance on that. You get suspended for a lot, you're going to get charged.
Reporting for CedarSpringsTV Pro, this is Kevin Maynard signing off.
Thank you, guys. Now, we're going to send it over to Josie with sports.
Hi, I'm Josie Kenyon from CSTV. Today, I'll be discussing the scores for girls and boys basketball last week, as well as wrestling and competitive cheer. Unfortunately, last Tuesday, the boys lost their game 65-64 against Big Rapids, as well as their away game against Ottawa Hills last Friday, 86-59. Wishing them better luck as the season continues, let's take a closer look at one of our basketball athletes, Aiden Brunin.
Boys basketball is halfway through their season. Basketball has an impact on students' schedules as well as their daily lives. Our boys varsity basketball team has won 2 games and lost 2 games so far this season. Let's hear from one of the varsity players.
Basketball has an impact on my regular life because I don't just get into a routine of going home, doing homework, sleeping, getting up for school. I actually have exercise to do and I have a responsibility to have, so it's almost like a job, but it keeps me in shape and I can have fun with my friends. Ever since I was little, I've played basketball because my mom was a really good basketball player in high school and college, and she got me into basketball when I was young, so I just kind of grew a love for the sport when I was younger. We're still early in the season, but we have shown a lot of growth from last year, and we weren't really very good last year, but this year we were kind of more of a bonded team, and we worked together better, and we've had a better record already than last year. I would recommend basketball to other people because it's something that helps people get out of their comfort zone, and you're playing a sport in front of people, so you can sometimes feel pressure, and it helps you in pressure situations, and it's a very condition-heavy sport, so you have to stay conditioned and you have to watch what you eat and drink, so I would recommend it to people because it helps them stay in shape and have something to do. I'm most looking forward to having a season with my friends as my last season and just having fun because it's a really good group of guys that we have this year, and we're all friends and we're all super close. So practices are more fun and games are more fun because we just have a better bond than we've had in the past. I have had a coach that's made a very good impact on my life. Coach Marvel, when I was in 6th grade, I was kind of a brat as a kid, and when I was playing basketball with him in Courthouse, he kind of got on me a lot, and he got on all the guys a lot because we were a close friend group, and it just kind of changed my perspective of how I look at basketball and how I look at life, kind of, and how you're supposed to work hard in everything that you do, and nothing really comes easy.
It sounds like the boys are having a great season so far. I'm excited to see what else they accomplish this year. This is Madison View reporting for CSTV.
Thanks for that insight. Here in our home court just last Friday, the girls basketball team won their game against Ottawa Hills, 54-17. In other news, our competitive cheer team took 3rd place in their meet last weekend, so don't forget to congratulate them, as well as Landon Demarest, who placed first during his wrestling meet at Grand Haven High School on Saturday. I'm Josie Kenyon from CSTV. We'll be right back after this break with John and Hannah.
With the newest design comes the newest technology to protect the screen. And the screen is the most valuable part of the phone. So our engineers spent days and weeks protecting this screen as much as they could. And here we are to test how well they did. Not a scratch on the screen. The iPhone 7.
And we're back. And speaking of sports, what's your opinion on them?
Most sports require teamwork and being involved. Speaking of, here's a feature on the importance of being involved.
At Cedar Springs High School, we interviewed numerous students about after-school activities and their thoughts about them.
Why do you think after-school activities are important for students?
I think it gets them involved into a team, and that's what a lot of students need.
Because it gives them a sense of purpose, and they won't be just stuck at home doing things on their phone.
I feel like it brings people together.
I think they're important for students because it gets them out of the house, it keeps them active, and it obviously makes more friends and meet new people.
I think they're important so students don't become lazy.
What after-school activity do you do, and how has it helped you throughout your high school career?
I do theater. I'm in the musical this year.
I do band, and it has helped me with my mental health. I was struggling for a while, and it made me feel like I had a purpose.
I do basketball and soccer, and I think it's helped me just be more responsible and have something to do.
Most important for me is football because football's taught me a lot, and it showed me how to work with the team and work with others.
I'm a wrestler, so I do wrestling, and it's helped me because it's helped me stay in shape.
Who or what got you into band?
It started out as a hobby, I guess, because I kind of got forced into it by my parents, but I believe it was for the best, especially now.
My mom put me in sports as a young kid, so I've just always stayed in it.
I feel like I've always wanted to be into theater, and a lot of my friends were in theater, and so I kind of got brought into it.
Definitely my parents, but especially my sister's friends, because I am a lot younger than my sisters, and they would always have friends over and get involved in sports, and they were involved in sports too.
My friends got me into wrestling. I started in 8th grade. They said I'd be good at wrestling, like my friends Keaton, and so I tried it out and I loved it, so I still do it.
Why do you think after-school activities like band are important for students to get involved in?
I believe it's important for people to get involved with anything they can that can keep them occupied and happy. I think band is amazing because of the people in it and what you can accomplish while doing it.
Why do you think after-school activities like sports are important for students to get involved in?
Like I said, it gives them a team to be on and involved in.
It teaches you a lot because it teaches you a lot about the future. It teaches you how to be a respectful person. It teaches you how to learn time management and be on a schedule every day.
So you don't become lazy, and you get to do something, and maybe you find a cool hobby that you like.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing band?
I would probably be in theater. Band kind of takes up all my time.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing theater?
Sitting at home alone.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing basketball?
Probably nothing.
What would you be doing if you weren't wrestling?
Probably nothing. Like, wrestling gives me motivation to do homework, because if I fail a class, then I can't wrestle.
If I wasn't doing football, I would either be doing some type of work. I like to work out and go to the gym a lot, so I'd be doing that.
Here at Cedar Springs High School, we have learned that people are very encouraged about after-school activities, such as sports and theater.
Thank you for that.
And with the ending of the semester and exams this week, here's Alex Cole with what you can expect from weather.
Hi, I'm Alex Cole here live on CSTV Pro with the current weather temperatures. Currently, it is cold. It is 14 degrees out. And if we look at our 10-day outlook, you'll see that the weather starts out pretty chilly. It rises for a little second, drops back down, rises back up, and drops again. With an average low of 19 and average high of 31, that's the weather. Back to Hannah and John.
It's going to be pretty chilly this week.
Yeah, it will. And with that, we'd like to thank you for watching Cedar Springs TV. I'm John Mitchell.
And I'm Hannah Wright, and remember, it's always a great day to be a Red Hawk.
Yeah, it's always a great